Hi everybody, my name is Jessi Bowditch and I want to welcome you to this introduction to our series of videos with the Fresh Start Oilers. Let me take a couple minutes to introduce myself to you and my team and how we got started. And I will say ahead of time, it is a beautiful day here, January in Florida, and so therefore my windows are open and you might hear a lot of outside noise like the lawn guy. And I do have a little recording companion right now. She's called The Biggest Mistake of My Life. I'll share more about that later at another time. But she is pretty close to me right now, but my house is kid-free at the moment. So on that note, let's get started. So my name is Jessi, and I have been a Young Living member for about 4.5 years. In 2014, at the end of April, beginning of May, is when I ordered my premium starter kit. I had done my research about different essential oil companies, had been using essential oils, but I really wanted to find the purest and the most authentic oil that I could. And after a lady at the farmer's market said, you know, whatever you do, don't ingest this, and going to Richard's and Whole Foods and other stores and reading the labels and bottles and everything was do not ingest, do not ingest, do not ingest. I started digging deeper and wondering why, if this is something that's all natural, why the labels are saying these things. And so then that led me to my discovery, sorry dog, that led me to my discovery of Young Living, and I had a lot of friends that were using Young Living as well as another MLM company. So I did research back and forth between the two. And I did research, or not research, I did a lot of praying and contemplating about who to enroll under. And ultimately I decided to enroll under one of my dear friends who's also a sister in Christ. And she and her family are in the process, at the time, a process of going to seminary. And this is real life, and this is part of why I wanted to do this video like this, with distractions. I want to show you guys how this business can work no matter what the circumstances are. No matter if you get dog butt behind you, or a kid screaming, or maybe you're like I was when I first started breastfeeding a kid. I built my business my first year in what we call the milking chair, the chair that I sat and nursed my 1-year-old in for a solid year. So anyway, I enrolled under my dear friend whose husband was in seminary, and they had plans and goals and dreams of becoming missionaries, specifically in Mexico, which is happening right now. They've been there for 6 months. So I enrolled under her, knowing that if I ever did anything with the business part of Young Living, that my efforts would benefit them as well, which it has. So I enrolled, got my kit, and one of my reasons for researching and wanting to find the most pure and authentic forms of essential oils was because my older children, when they were little, had a lot of health issues related to ENT, ear, nose, throat. And with my youngest son, my boys are currently right now 5, 13 and a half, and 15. So when my two bigs were little, we underwent a lot of surgeries for tubes times 2 kids times 2 surgeries and adenoids removed. Went $10,000 in debt with just the co-pays of all those surgeries, and in the process learned a lot about the healthcare system, learned a lot about myself and needing to be an advocate, learned a lot about their pediatrician, that he was not looking for their best interest, and just learned a lot about me as an individual, Western med. And so I knew that as Easton got a little bit older, that we would potentially be seeing some of the same issues with him if we weren't proactive and if we didn't do some preventative things. So that led me to using oils on a daily basis. So that's how we got started. And within my first month of being a member, I just simply started sharing with people on social media, and when I talked to people, oh my gosh, I think I have an oil for that, and didn't even realize that that was like, you know, the big saying. So I shared, like verbally sharing, sending texts to people. I was giving samples out, ran out of my premium starter kit oils probably in 2.5, 3 weeks because I was sharing so generously. But what that did is that got several of my friends on board with me at the same time. And like within my first month, May, June of that year, Young Living sent me a thank you check. I was like, what? And it was pretty nice. And then the next month, like that really nice check doubled because those friends were sharing with their friends. And then, so June was like really, really good month. And 3 months in, I had hit the executive, which is you're needing a monthly OGV of 4,000 with 2 legs at 1,000 each. So I had that. And then 3 months from there, I hit silver. So 6 months into my enrollment, I hit silver, which is a monthly volume of 10,000 OGV, and 2 legs, a minimum of 2 legs at 4,000 a piece, and then you can get your OGV, which stands for overall group volume, from other places. So that is how I got started, and I did a lot of it on my own, did a lot of research. I had one upline mentor, Rob, who I was able to reach out to and ask lots of questions regarding the business side of things. But I am one that likes to read and do my research, and I just made it my goal to learn 2 or 3 new things a day. And initially that first month to maybe month and a half, it was on all things oils and products. And then when I realized that I was going somewhere with this business, I kind of shifted from learning about the oils to learning about the business. So then I was like, give me all the books. So books, resources like Gentle Baby by Deborah Rayburn, business side of things, and that has to do with the product, but business side of things, the 4-year career, which Rob had given me, and that featured the specific Young Living version, featured a lot of testimonies of successful leaders within Young Living. So I started reading stories and being inspired by that, and I dug around in the virtual office. So often people don't realize that there is so much good stuff in the virtual office, and there's so much more now than there was 4.5 years ago. So if you're not sure what that is, the virtual office is when you log into your Young Living account, when you become a member, it is your access to online, where you order, where you can do quick orders, essential rewards, where you can see what your commission is from last month, your order history, all that. But then there's like member resources. And I was digging around yesterday looking for something specifically for a product, and they have put so much more up there since the last time I looked, which has probably been 6 months, at the member resources. So if you are a current member and you're wanting to learn more about product, more about the business side of things or whatever, be sure that you check Virtual Office out. Okay, so that's my first introduction to how I got started with Young Living and why, and how I chose my enroller, and how I kind of how I got into the business so quickly, my quick success, and we'll pick it up from there with the next video. Hope you guys have a blessed day. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And because I did mention the income opportunity, I will also be posting a link. I'm pretty sure I can do it for YouTube in the description for our income disclosure statement, and then I will also link that wherever I put this in social media, be it Instagram or Facebook. It's very important that when we mention the income opportunity, that we also show you the income disclosure statement from Young Living, which will take you to their website. So if you have any questions, be sure that you let me know. And if you're interested in becoming a member and have not yet do so, be sure that you use my member enroller number. That's 176-8282. You'll put that in both the spot for enroller and sponsor. Again, 176-8282. Have a blessed day.